Hello everyone. This video is a little different. It's just sort of a sharing video, but it's real. So yeah, pretty much all of us have had injuries. All of us who skate, even all of us who don't skate. I mean, injuries part of life, right? In my case, my hips have been hurting for a while. I thought it was probably because of like falling. You know, I'm 44. I started park skating when I was about 40, so a little later in life than maybe is typical. And so, you know, with park skating, one thing I've noticed is there's more falling, or maybe let's say more slamming than when I was skating at the rink. Like at the rink, sometimes there would be falling, but the falling at the parks happens with more intensity and speed and transitions and things like that. So I thought, oh, you know, I've had some falls, you know, I've beaten myself up, you know, I'm sore and whatnot. So I've been, of course, stretching, very important, as y'all probably already know, stretching, yoga, all that kind of stuff for range of motion. I've been doing all that consistently. And also I've tried things like deep tissue massage, acupuncture. I've tried using sauna, which really helps me quite a bit with reducing pain and inflammation. So I really like that and continue to do that, and like getting in the water and just moving around. So, you know, I've kind of just been dealing with it, but it's persisted and it's in both my hips, sometimes one more than the other, but it kind of seems to ping pong around between the two. And so last week I thought, well, you know, maybe I just need a chiropractic adjustment, you know? So I went to the chiropractor, and the chiropractor did x-rays. I hadn't had any x-rays done. And he said that according to what he saw, it looked like I had arthritis in both hips. And he wanted me to go get more detailed x-rays because his x-ray machine only took pictures from like a couple limited angles. He wanted more specific ones. So I went and got more detailed x-rays. And then I was referred to an orthopedic doctor who looked at the x-rays, and he told me that, yeah, I basically have hardly any cartilage left in both of my hips. And I thought, oh, well, this is because of skating or, you know, slamming or, you know, injury, you know, that kind of thing. But the doctor actually told me that it has to do with the shape of my hips, my hip sockets. That it,
just genetics.
Yeah, that it's the way that the hips that I was born with, that's just how they are. So that was interesting. Because I kind of thought it was my fault, but whatever. So yeah, so as far as what the medical fix for this is, the only one they have is replacing both hips, which is a big deal, you know, like especially for someone in your 40s, because, you know, it's a major thing and expensive, and also you don't know how long it's going to last. I always thought that these things only lasted like 10 or 15 years, like joint replacements. But the doctor says nowadays they've really improved that, and that they can last like up to 30 years. So you know, it's a lot to think about. But you know, that's what they have to offer. There's really no other solution that the doctors have to offer. And so for now, I'm just like doing the things that help me reduce the pain, like the stretching in the sauna and getting in the water and moving around, and taking ibuprofen, you know, if it gets to be really, you know, irritating, or some other kind of anti-inflammatory. Yeah, and I'm not skating as much. I'm still skating, but I'm trying to like not, before I was skating every day. Now I'm like trying to alternate days with rest and so forth and so on. So I'm just kind of managing it, and then Kevin and I are talking about, you know, moving forward what we might do as far as, you know, what, if we would do the hip replacement. And you know, we're just looking into it. We're just, you know, kind of absorbing all this information and looking into things. And yeah, so I thought, why not just tell y'all, because I'm sure that you have had your injuries, and maybe you guys have dealt with this, or know someone who has dealt with it, or you have some suggestions or other kind of comments that we can learn from. So please let us know. If you have something to share, put it down in the comments down below. And yeah, in the meantime, just keep skating and taking care of yourselves. Say bye, William. She's too stressed out.